So, when I first started, my foundation, if I look at my childhood, was that my dad had certain basic principles in his family. Number one, be honest. Number two, if someone needs help, help them. Number three, family is like your must. It's like your number one. Now, when I thought about wealth, I used to think that if you're honest, you can never be rich. That's what I used to think. Honest people never make money. How many of you believe that? Okay, so I used to believe it. So I used to think to myself, I'm not a dishonest person, so I'm never going to be rich. Then I looked around my environment and I realized that all the rich people that I know are really honest people. They're really good people. So it kind of changed my thinking process that, you know what? Honest people can be rich. Therefore, I'm allowed to be rich. So we have something called unconscious conditioning in our head. The first conditioning happens, who conditions the child first? Parents. That's between the crucial age. Between 2, 7 and 10, that kind of age, oh my God, crucial. Who is the next conditioner of kids? Teachers. And teachers are the lowest paid professionals on earth. They should be the highest, but they're the lowest. Who is the biggest influence on people? Friends. Right? Your friend circle. So you've got 3 influences. So let's go back and look at your parents. Let's look at my parents. My parents didn't come from a wealthy background. My dad just wanted to up the game. He said, okay, we're living in a 3-bedroom house. I want to go to a 5-bedroom house. We're driving a Ford. I want to drive a Mercedes. That was it. There was always conversations of wealth. But it was never like, we're going to make 100 million this year. No one believed it. My friends were rubbish. All my friends were awful for me, apart from 2 of them who are still my friends today. Most of my friends did nothing. They just absolutely did nothing. So I didn't have much of an experience with my friends. My family, awesome. We're like this. Because we trust each other. We're awesome. All of us are good. So a lot of support from the family. But if I look at my transformation, it happened when I discovered the truth about who I was. Here's a quick, painful question for you. And let's see if you've got the courage to answer. Think carefully. How many of you, deep inside, have a fear that you will not be rich? So I'll ask the question again, and this time more of you can be honest. How many of you, deep inside, have a fear that you will not be rich? So I'll ask the question once more and say maybe more of you can be a little bit honest. Let's try once more. How many of you, deep inside, have this fear that you will not be rich? Okay. How many of you are absolutely 100% certain that you're going to be rich? Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Okay. So, what's your name? How old are you? 26. What's your age? 59 years. Your age? You look young. Your age?
49.
You're 49. Okay, I'm just gonna. Good. 59. 30. Where are the ladies? The lady. Oh, lady. Okay, yeah. I won't ask your age. I can ask your age if you want to. 52. Cool. 20. Oh, superb. You're going to be rich. 23.
31.
31. 20. Wow. 28. Oh, you look younger. 28. 32. See, you have a lot of potential, right? But you don't put yourself into gear. You need someone to come behind you and kick you up the backside at least 4 times a day, and you'll kick ass. Because I know you've got the skill. I don't even know who you are, but I know. But you're just too chilled out. You need someone to come in the morning, grab you by the hair, drag you out of bed, and you probably do well. You will, yeah. 31, okay. 27 kilos or 200. Okay. 28. 41. 31. 23. 33. okay? 45. I like the way you said 45. Yeah. 30. 27. 24. Cool. So let's look at some truth. Okay. So I like to be the angel of doom and gloom. I do. You know, I coach people one-to-one, very few, 10 a year. I charge a fortune. I charge something like 30 to 40 lakhs a month per person. And you know what they pay me for? What did they pay me for? Telling the truth. Absolutely correct. I get paid for telling the truth. So here's the truth, guys. I know I'm going to make your evening very miserable, but that's my intention. To make it miserable. I want you to go out and say that was the most motivating, miserable program I've ever done in my life. That's the goal. So, there are two ways that you're going to go. If you are above the age of 29, and you are not on track towards becoming financially free, which means that in the next 2 years, you should be making enough money from the money your money makes to pay for your expenses. Let me repeat that again. If you're 29 and in the next 2 years, you are not making enough money that the money your money makes pays for your expenses, then you are 99% going to be broke for the rest of your living existence. How cool is that? If you're below that age, you still have a chance. Now, if you're above 50 years old, and you don't have a stash pool of money in the bank, like a big stock, like big enough that, God forbid, you lost your job or something happened, you should be able to live a better life than you're living now for the next 30 years, then you're in deep shit. That's a fact. If you are a woman in this country, you have more opportunity in this country than anywhere on earth. People say to me, woman empowerment, really? You don't need empowerment, you need direction. It's called Woman Direction Program, not woman empowerment. You have enough power, thank you very much. But what you need to do is that your opportunities to become wealthy in this country are so big that it's unbelievable. In fact, the government of this country is so cool that they give you subsidies and grants that you cannot even imagine from the central government to start businesses up. You can actually get paid a fortune by the government, if you're a woman, to start a business in this country. If you say, how? I said, I'm not going to tell you. Find it yourself. But it's possible. So what's my point? You're probably thinking, shit, this guy has put everybody into a lurch. So are you telling me that I'm not going to be rich? No, I'm not telling you that. What I'm telling you is that unless you change your inner world, nothing's going to change. It's not. It's not going to change. And you've got to change that inner world. The question is, how? So here's some proof. Let's look at some proof. Let's look at evidence. I believe in evidence. Let's say, for example, each one of you, let's say this front row here, met me today. We sat down and you were convinced that I could help you put a plan together to make, I don't know, 5 crores a year. 5 crores is a good income? Well, that's a good income, right? A good part-time income? No, good part-time income, right? Why are you laughing? 5 crores is a good income, part-time. You can make 5 crores a year in this country. What's 5 crores divided by 365? Anyone good at mathematics? Can so? The money man is there, Manish. You guys are very quiet. I'm getting very annoyed. Is it because you just come? How many of you are self-employed? How many of you are employed? How many of you have just come from work? So sit up. Be some more energy. Come on.
1,36,000
per day. So to make 1 lakh a day, that's quite easy, right? That's not difficult, right? Yeah? You're not laughing? She's trying to hold her laugh. How many of you think making 1 lakh a day is hard? Be honest. Come on, raise your hand. Stop being so lazy. How many of you think it's not hard? So keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. How many of you are making 1 lakh a day? So you can think it's not hard, but if you're not making it, it must be hard. See, you know what? There are three types of people. One is someone that looks at life worse than it is. One is someone who looks at life better than it is. And there's someone who looks at life as it is. If you look at life better than it is, you are in deep shit. Because you're living in delusions of grandeur. Life is so great. I've got the debt collectors after me. I've got no money left. I can't eat anything. But you know what? I'm a positive guy. Bullshit. It's stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I know some people, right? I'm not kidding you, right? They buy cars on loan just to look good. So the world says, wow. And they go home and there's nothing to eat. I'm not even exaggerating. If you think life is worse than it is, then you're ungrateful. You need to go slap. Because having no gratitude for your life is that probably the sickest thing that a human being can do. I think it's worse than rape. Honestly. Because gratitude is so powerful. But looking at life as it is gives you wings. You know, it's not Red Bull that gives you wings. It's that looking life as it is. So what I did, and what I'm trying to make you realize right now, is I'm trying to get a knife and I'm trying to stab it into your stomach and twist it. I'm trying to make you realize that you're not going to become rich unless you do something dramatic about it. And what you have to do dramatic is not look for opportunities. Of course not. Opportunity is already present. But you need to change your focus inside your head so that you can find those opportunities. If we went out for a walk today, do you think we could find 10 opportunities to make 10 lakhs a month? Yes. Yeah, we'd find it if we looked. Then the next thing you know, I don't have the skill. Forget the skill for a moment. Are there ways of making 1 lakh a month in this 1 lakh a day in this country today? Are there ways? Are people making 1 lakh a day? Yes. So there's got to be a way, right? Now you don't know that way, correct? What if you knew that way? Then you would say, okay, I know the way, but I don't have the skill, or I don't have the money. Are there people in this country right now that are making 1 lakh a day that did not have the money? Yes or no? Yes. Are there people in this country that didn't have the money, did not have the skill, but found it somehow? Yes or no? Yes. So what stops me and you? I came to India, here's my story. I came to India for the first time 20 years ago. And I only came here for one reason. One day I'm sitting on a dining table with my parents, me, my brother, sisters, mom and dad. And my mom and dad were just looking at each other thinking, you know what, we have nothing in India. I wish we had something in India. A week later, me and my brother flew to Mumbai. A week later. And we came to the city for the first time. I'd been kind of transit through, but never stayed. And I thought, you know what, I'm from England, I'll come to India easy, but India was tough, man. It's such a difficult country to work in. Anyway, let me cut a long story short. I came here with 3 lakh rupees, my brother came here with 3 lakh rupees, and my friend came with us. 3 lakh rupees, 9 lakh rupees we had in our pocket. In less than 12 months, we did 110 crores of business from that 9 lakhs. Not knowing a single person. Now don't clap, because I'm not interested in that right now. But I'm telling you one thing, that we went from 9 lakhs of money to 110 crores in our first year of stepping into this city. Not knowing a single person. And you're probably wondering, oh, you guys must be geniuses. Not at all, we're not geniuses. But what we're awesome at doing is finding the right kind of people. Because I discovered that if I find the right kind of people, I can create anything I want to do in this world. I acted in a movie. How many of you know that I've acted in a movie? How many of you don't know that I've acted in a movie? So let me tell you the movie. Have you seen Mere Brother Ki Dulan? Anyone seen that? So I'm in that movie. I'm Katrina Kaif's, unfortunately, her brother. My luck. I play her brother. Disappointing. But anyway, I got a movie. I'm not even an actor. People say, how the hell? And I got an introducing Arfeen Khan on the opening credits of a YRF movie. How cool. And I didn't even want it. I know people who've been trying to get through those Willy Wonka, Charlie Chocolate Factory gates of YRF all their life. Trying to get in. And I walked in. Literally, I got in. How? Connections, contacts, people you meet. I've met people that I can't even tell you who I've met. The kind of people I worked with. How? Because when I came into this country, the thing I had learned is, you are nothing. I am nothing. But the combination of people is power. So today, I know how you can make 10 lakhs a day. Like that. Easy. I don't care of your background, who you are, what you do. I don't give a damn. You can make 10 lakhs a day. Some of you don't know, some of you may know also other ways, but I know. How are you going to find out? If we hang out. What if we hang out and I don't think we gel on very well? Am I going to tell you? I'm not going to tell you. I'm only going to tell you if I know you've got the millionaire mindset. You've got the outcome where you're driven. Most of you get up in the morning and this is what you do. Most of you. You get up in the morning, your alarm clock's set for 7 o'clock. The alarm clock goes up and you hit the alarm clock. Oh, sorry, darling. Right? You hit the alarm clock. You hit the alarm clock and you throw it against the wall and then you drag yourself out of bed. You crawl to the bathroom, you look in the mirror and you say, oh, do I have to wash that face today? Do I have to go to work today? That's option 1. Option 2 is you're one of these people. You set your alarm for 6 o'clock, at 5 o'clock you get up. Go, bing! You jump out of bed, you run to the bathroom and you say, good morning world! Good morning colleagues! I can't wait to go to work today! I'm sure most of you are like that, right? Exactly. Now most of you are not like that. No recording please. Right? Most of you are not like that, right? You're not like that. Most of you get out of bed and think, shit, because your focus is to pay bills.